Welcome back, everybody. We paged Dr. Paul, and he answered us via Skype this morning. We're trying some new technology, and it seems to be working nicely. Good morning, Doctor. How are you?
Fine, yourself, Kurt.
Very good, very good. Where are you this morning, by the way?
I'm actually in Boston.
Oh, are you? One of my favorite cities in the world. Well, say hello to Fenway Park for me while you're there, if you don't mind.
I will.
We're going to talk about seasonal allergies, and I'm sure the people of New England, along with the people of Ontario, Eastern Ontario, certainly have a lot to deal with when it comes to seasonal allergies.
Well, you know, it's the season is here. It's just around the corner, actually. The rain today is going to help the trees pollinate and bud, and seasonal allergies really affect up to about 10 to 20% of the population, Kurt.
Right. What kind of things are we talking about here? I notice a lot of people get a bit of a runny nose and some sneezing going on, but there's more to it than that, right?
Yeah, well, basically, it's really a runny nose, sneezing, discomfort, itchy eyes. Sometimes asthma. If you've got asthma, it may get worse. And the bottom line is that it's like a cold that doesn't go away. And the pattern is usually seasonal. So what we do is we get people who have a cold, every April and May.
Right.
It's not a cold, it's seasonal allergies at that point in time. And the misnomer of hay fever is actually a misnomer because there's no fever. It's just like itchy eyes, runny nose, like a cold that doesn't go away in most situations. And it peaks. Usually what happens is we get a peak around March, April, May, which really is the pollen season.
Yes.
And the pollen season it should be starting very soon. As a matter of fact, some people here, and I know some people that I know at home, are starting to sneeze and cough because it's just the pollen is out there. And by the way, you don't see the pollen; it's invisible. People seem to think it's the white, fluffy stuff.
Right.
In any case, yeah.
For a lot of people, though, this is a pretty serious issue, isn't it, Doctor? Like these effects can be long-lasting and quite severe.
Oh, yes, they can, because what happens is they're going to be long-lasting, and the unfortunate thing is that there's three types of pollens that we have, and some people are allergic to all three of them, and essentially they're sick March and April, which is the tree pollen. Then they have grass allergies, which usually peaks in June and July. And then they have ragweed allergies, which is a pollen that there's a weed, basically, that is very, very common in our area that peaks around August and ends in sort of December. So you can be sick for half the year on and off with these symptoms. Yeah. And these symptoms, like I said, can range from mild to just a runny nose, itchy eyes, and sore throat and those type of things, to really making asthma worse, and severe symptoms in a way that it'll make you tired, not want to go to work, and not feel well. Right. And so some people, worry about that. It's not more serious than that in terms of it's not a serious disease, although it can have serious symptoms and symptoms that interfere with one's ability to work or go to school. Gotcha. There are treatments available, and people should, if they're experiencing this for the first time or an ongoing basis and they haven't had it looked at, they should really go see a doctor and maybe get tested for these allergies and so on, right? That's right. They should. That's right. In younger children, tests are not very reliable, but in older people, and by the way, young children do have seasonal allergies as well, although it tends to peak after 10 years of age. So go and get an evaluation, and there's some things you can do. There are over-the-counter medications that your doctor can talk to you about. There are prescribed medications and sprays. But the other thing that people can do are very common sense things. In the morning, don't open the window because the pollen is the highest in the morning. Oh yeah. So keep the keep the window. People tend to open the window in the morning. So if you've got people that are allergic at home, you're actually opening the window and bringing the pollen in. Interesting, eh? Lots of tips out there. People can find out more information too as well, right? Oh, it's all over the place. Our website, allergy, just Google seasonal allergies, and you'll get a lot of information from reliable sources, Allergy Association of Canada, and so on. 10 to 20% of the population, but I can tell you as well that I've treated so many of them, and there are treatments and there are ways that we can cope with these. Dr. Paul, thanks so much for joining us today, and enjoy your stay in Boston. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. As Dr. Paul mentioned, if you're going through these allergies or your children are for the first time, make sure you get checked with a doctor. They come upon you, at different ages, at different stages in your life, so worth getting checked out.